Yes, it's true, crypto wasn't too exciting in the last weeks, but this is where the opportunities lie. We want to buy when nobody is looking. We want to buy when attention is low, and we want to take opportunities to then later exit once the attention rises again. And I do believe that it's going to rise very soon, and I will show you why. This is the chart most people aren't following closely enough. This is the market cap of various stablecoins. It's DAI, USDT, USDC, and BUSD. And we can see how this goes up and down with relatively low volatility. So it started crashing after the Terra Luna collapse, and it started to pick up again since the end of September 2023. So there's more and more stable coins floating around again. Crypto as a whole is expanding. And this effect is actually what matters even more than the Bitcoin ETF. The Bitcoin ETF demand was less than the expansion of stablecoins since September of last year. So really, it's the capital flowing into the system that long-term determines the prices. And the blockchain where a lot of that expansion currently happens is Base. Base increased its total value locked by 100% almost in the last month. And that was even more than a Binance Smart Chain, even more than Blast. Solana pretty much just went sideways. So it's the Base blockchain where I believe the opportunities are. As you know from the title, we are going to look at the Bread meme coin again. But I don't believe that Bread necessarily is the opportunity. It did more than double in the last month. So it outperformed the total value locked increase on Base. But at the same time, in terms of liquidity on chain, it's already the 5th largest asset. There's 2 meme coins that are slightly larger in liquidity, but only by 60%. And so this is then how that looks over time, right? We had a lot of growth, but in the last few weeks, Bread simply went sideways. And so we want to be buying when there's still a lot of upside potential. Bread has already 140,000 holders. And so the easiest way to ride a secondary wave is to buy derivatives. For example, there was Pepe, then there was Pepe 2.0, then there was Pepe Fork. There is a derivative for Bread as well. And that derivative is the BRIT token. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the website. Instead, we are going to look at on-chain data that most people aren't considering. So this is BRIT right now. It's at 0.7 cents. Instead of 10 million in liquidity of Bread, it's got only $350,000 worth of liquidity. And instead of 140,000 holders, there's only 4,000 holders. I don't believe that the two tokens are made by the same team because Bread has 18 decimals, BRIT has only 9, so there's a different code. Bread has a whitelist as a security concern. BRIT has both a blacklist and a whitelist. So it is a derivative, but it's unlikely by the same people. Here's a token distribution chart, not too bad. As in, we do want to have a lot of different wallets holding the token. This blue piece over here is simply other accounts, right? It's not a single wallet. But what's always most important is what is the adoption right now? How much is the investor base growing? Because this is how meme coins work, right? You want to be buying early and you want to then later on sell as more and more people adopt. So the question is, how many retail people are buying? How many whales are buying? Is there some kind of positive momentum? Let's have a look at Bread first. So on the left side, we've got the number of retail investors. On the right side, we've got the number of whales. So on the left chart, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 50,000 Bread tokens. This is a chart showing the last month. The number of holders grew by roughly 50-60%, something like this. The price went up by more than that. In the middle, we've got the medium-sized holders. So that's now a 10x in minimum holding to the left chart. They're also growing, but not as quickly, only by like 10-15%. On the right side, we've got the whales. That's another 10x. They tended to sell, but not that much, maybe by 5-10%, something like this. But still, they move the price quite a bit. And that then explains why, even though there is a lot of adoption by retail, that the price was flatlining for a while because the much more important whales tended to take some profit. Now here are the same charts for BRIT. The number of retail wallets that got into BRIT more than doubled in the last month. Medium-sized retail is also growing with a bit of volatility though. The whales also tended to take some profit, at least in the last week. And so this is then how that looks like on a price chart. A very nice 1,600% price increase in the last 2 weeks. But there are massive crashes in between, a drop of 70%. Again, not because of retail, but because of some heavyweights selling. And so I believe this could be a potential opportunity again. We saw our drop of 36%. We see a bit of a recovery. We see continued growth in the number of retail investors. That's relatively strong. And so I'm planning to buy some BRIT tokens. Now I'm saying I'm planning to buy, not I have bought, because I never front run you guys. I always publish a video first and then maybe some hours afterwards I might be buying as well, but I never buy beforehand. I never pump and dump on this audience, neither on the YouTube audience nor on the premium audience, because premium is actually where I learned about Brit the first time. So premium member Brian asked me to do this analysis, and when this video comes out I will announce this at the exact same time in the Gerhard trade channel. So I'm publishing all of my trades over here. Of course, I don't publish all of them on YouTube. So if you want to be early with all kinds of opportunities, feel free to check it out. Again, premium link is down below. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish here regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. In case your portfolio isn't yet large enough for premium, there's also a free Telegram. Link as well is down below. See you over there.